this is Chad. He's one of the horses that we have here on the team, and he is new to us, but he's a very, very good boy. So just to walk through a couple safety things before we get on, we always want to make sure that we're quiet and calm around the horses because they can be sensitive to movement and yelling, so we don't want to do that. Another thing is you never want to walk directly behind the horse because they can kick. So now, before we go to mount, we want to make sure that all of our tack is done up correctly and everything is secure. You want to double check your helmet and make sure it's buckled. So we always want to check the girth to make sure that it's tight before we get on, once we get on, and then sometimes again after we've moved around a little bit to make sure that, things don't loosen up and we fall off the side. Make sure that it's nice and snug. Taking our stirrups down nice and gently on both sides. Then we can lead our horse to the mounting block. And so to walk through how we're going to mount, we're going to make sure that our reins are nice and short so the horse can't walk away when we get on. And we're going to put our left foot in the stirrup, nice and centered, and hold on to the opposite side of the back of the saddle. And then we're going to swing our right leg around to find the other stirrup and sit very nice and gently because we never want to, be too rough on their back. So now that we're on, we're going to make sure our reins are nice and short, we're sitting tall, our heels are down, and we feel nice, tall, and secure in the saddle. We've gone through our checklist. We're going to give our horse a little squeeze with our legs and ask them to go forward. And then to ask them to stop, we're going to sit in our saddle, say whoa, and give a little bit of pressure on our reins. Whoa. And these horses are very well trained. They know their job, so you never have to kick them or pull too hard on their mouth or anything like that. Now to steer, we're going to put a little bit of pressure on the right rein to ask him to go right, and then squeeze a little bit with our legs. And now to ask him to go left, I'm going to add a little bit of pressure on my left rein and do the same thing. And again, to stop, we say whoa, and we sit tall. So now I'm going to go through a few safety rules for when we go on the trail. We always want to make sure that we're in a single file line and we don't